Hello, guys. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what time you'll be watching our class. So, this is our last class this semester. And at first, I would like to say that was a great pleasure to be your teacher during this semester. We had a very good time, and I'll miss you. So let's go to our last class. And I have a last activity, a last task for you to do. Okay. So this is from Unit 12. That's right. So um, here I would like to start with this pictures. So take a look at those pictures. So what famous movies do the following pictures make you think of? Okay. Why do you think those particular movies were so successful? Pay attention. Okay. This one. Oh, this one was very famous. Huh? And this one, I think you know. Okay. I don't know if you relate this to this one here. Hey, two horror movies, man. Okay, the first one we say Jaws. Okay, this was very famous during the 70s and 80s. And then we have Back to the Future. Okay, Jurassic Park, Rocky. This is it. Okay. This is the I don't know if this the original, the first one, 1992, or I think it's the old one. Okay, Stephen King, it, and this is Halloween. Okay. Why do you think those particular movies were so successful? Okay, you can write me some of your answers. Okay, so let's go to page 124. You're going to have this 12.4, the reading. Okay. The first activity, the A, is the activity we just did right now. And we have part B, that's to read this article. Okay. What does the author claims in the most important is the most important element of any screenplay? So screenplay, they're very important. For example, those movies that we just saw, they had wonderful, amazing, I don't know, catchy screenplays. That's right. And then we have here, what movies does he refer to as examples for his arguments? Okay, I recommend that you read the or pause this video, or then you can go to page 124 and read the text. Okay, so then you can answer this exercise part B. Okay, that's the turning point, the driving force of a screenplay. Okay, screenplays, they are very important for movies. They, for sure, they are the things that uh, make movies a success or a total failure. Okay, and then let's go to exercise part C. Okay, you're going to read the article again and complete the chart below. We have this chart here, there. So you can pause the video and do this activity, okay, as well. Um, part D, you can keep going with part D, okay. And I have some questions. This is a group work, but as we are remote today, so you can do it alone, okay, on your own. So are you convinced by the author's analysis? And think of a movie you know well. Okay, that movie that I don't know that you like it a lot, or you know well, and map it to the chart above. Okay, just like this chart, the chart that you map the other one. Does it follow the outline? Do you think it's possible to analyze all stories, not just movies, using this chart? Okay, can be series or books. Okay, why or why not? Do you think so? Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some answers for exercise. Okay, 1C. As you have the answers for part C. Okay, then you can pause the video again and take notes, check. Okay, and we're gonna have some topics that I would like to talk about. That's a complex or a multi-clause sentence. Do you know what a complex or a multi-clause sentence is? So it's made of an independent clause and dependent clause, one or more dependent clause. Okay, and it's these two clauses, the independent and the dependent, are linked by a subordinating conjunction. What are subordinated conjunctions? So are words like since, although, if, until, unless, as, after, when, before. Okay. There is another way that we can do a complex, or we can make a complex or multi-clause sentence that's linked with a relative clause. Okay. That's the other way that you can do it. And a relative clause starts with a relative pronoun or a relative adverb. For example, who, which, that. Okay. And let's see, what is a clause? A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. Okay. Just like in Portuguese, it's the same thing. And the independent clause is a sentence that can stand alone. It makes sense on its own. Doesn't need any other sentence. And the dependent clause cannot stand alone as a sentence because it begins with a subordinate conjunction. So it depends on the independent clause to make sense. Let's see some examples here. So people visit Paris because it is so beautiful. So people visit Paris is the independent clause because it's the linking word. Okay. And uh, the dependent clause is it is so beautiful. But in the end, the as I told you before, the subordinated conjunction is part of the dependent clause. Okay, so people visit Paris makes sense, doesn't need the dependent clause to understand. Okay, people visit Paris, that's okay. It's totally understood here, the sentence. But because it is so beautiful, needs a complement, needs an independent clause to give some meaning to this sentence. So the dependent clause is the conjunction and the rest of the dependent clause. So because it is so beautiful, doesn't make any sense if I write this. Okay, so people visit Paris because it is so beautiful. Okay, I have another example here. I watched A Star is Born when I was 41. I was on a plane traveling from, I think, Fort Lauderdale. I don't think that it was Miami. I think it was Fort Lauderdale, Recife. It was a 8 hour flight. I think an 8 hour flight. Yes, an 8 hour flight. So I had time to watch 3 movies. One of the movies was A Star is Born. So I watched A Star is Born when I was 41. This is a mood clause sentence, okay? I watched A Star is Born is a independent clause, okay? And when I was 41 is a dependent clause. When I bring this when I was 41, I can do this. I start the sentence when I was 41, but I have to use a comma, okay? When I was 41, I watched A Star is Born. Okay. Let's see another sentence, and I would like you now to think for a short time. How can you make this? Uh, let's just review here complex or mood clause sentence. Let's see here that okay. Remember that we need a independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Okay. So let's take a look at here. I went to the supermarket. I saw Lady Gaga. She was buying bananas. Okay. When I went to the supermarket, I saw Lady Gaga buying bananas, right? So I can also say I saw Lady Gaga buying bananas when I went to the supermarket. No problem. Okay. So why it is sometimes better to write a longer sentence than a few shorter ones like the first ones. Okay. Longer sentences flow better. They are less repetitive and more interesting. If I say, oh, I went to the supermarket. I saw Lady Gaga. She was buying bananas. So it's better to say, when I went to the supermarket, I saw Lady Gaga buying bananas. So sounds better. It flows better. That's right. Okay. So um, if you open to page 125, you're going to check this register checkbox that says that complex multi-clause sentences are common in written language, especially in reviews of movies, shows, and books, where they condense a lot of descriptive detail into one sentence, giving the reader an overview of the work being reviewed before expressing a judgment of it. Okay, so this is the complex or multi-clause sentence. Okay. Here, there's a movie that's we're going to have a review of this. Star is Born. Okay, that's 2018. That's the Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga stars this movie. And I really liked the movie. I think it's a great romantic movie. A good plot. Um, I think it's a good screenplay. Was I don't know. I don't know. What do you know about the movie? Okay. Do you know that the movie is the fourth movie? Because they had one. The first, I Star is Born, um, was released in 1937. The second one, 1954, with Judy Garland. Okay. And we had the last one in 1976. Okay, that's this one is famous. But the one with in 2018, this one that I watched, this one is I think I read something that they are all different. Okay, they have different screenplays, different plots. I don't know. I've never seen the other three movies, but I read something about that. Okay. There is a trailer here, but you cannot see because when we record here on Teams, if I play, the thing only pauses there and you cannot watch. But you can go on the internet or open this PowerPoint presentation that I'm gonna make it available for you. So and watch the trailer. Okay, it's a nice movie. If you haven't seen, I strongly recommend it. Okay, so then you have this part here is the review. Okay, So this task, number 2, you're going to read the movie review. And does the reviewer like the movie? Why or why not? Have you seen it? If yes, do you agree with the reviewer? Okay, so read the movie review and do the task that is required. So part B, you're going to read the paragraph below, then find the sentence in the review that combines these 6 simple sentences into one complex sentence. Remember the complex sentence that we saw before? What grammatical changes were necessary? Okay, so you're going to read the sentence. If you want to pause the video. So there are 6 simple sentences, and then you're going to find there the review the sentences. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the answers in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the exercise answers. This is the answer for part B. Okay, and this is the necessary grammatical change. Okay, were made by forming the present participle of the verbs. Okay, and the last but not least, we have our last task of the semester, of your course, of your advanced 2 course. I hope you keep studying. We have the total fluency course with Leo, teacher Leo, and I hope you really keep studying, because you know language is something that is live and complex. And the more we study, the more we learn the things, you know, and it's fascinating. Sometimes it's tiring, it's boring, but it's also so fascinating. And this is our last task, okay? This is the most important task here in this remote class. You're going to write a review in about 200 words. You're going to find a movie, TV show, or book that you know well. Okay, can be even a book or TV show. It's TV series. Okay, look at the review in exercise 2A. The review about the Star is Born. Where does the writer give the key plot points? When do they express their own opinions? Use complex sentence to tell the plot and include your opinions. Okay. So take a look at the review that we had in exercise 2A. So it's going to be a model for you. Okay. And find a movie, TV show, or book that you know well. If it's necessary, watch it again. Okay. And send this writing for me. You can send to my email. That's gonna be I'm gonna write my email here in the message. So that's robson.machado@pe.senac.br. Okay, robson.machado@pe.senac.br. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Hope to see you as soon as possible. We're gonna meet at the your graduation ceremony, your I don't know if you're gonna have a meeting after that or on Saturday. I think that's on Saturday. That's right. That's the final feedback. So we're gonna have a time to have grab something to eat and to talk and have some fun. Okay. See you there. God bless you all. Bye bye, guys.